Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I just wanted to do a quick little conversation piece because I haven't gotten a ton of questions about it, but it has been on my mind. I've been thinking about it a little bit, and that question is, what is the better game, Supermarket Simulator or TCG Card Shop Simulator? Now this I'm not starting this conversation to start a war or anything like that. Like I don't I don't want people to be in the comments trying to fight and argue over which one is better. But generally speaking, I've been playing Supermarket Simulator for quite some time, and I recently have been playing TCG, and just my overall experience has had me thinking about, like, what do I like better, which features are more prominent here or there. Getting into lots of other simulator games like Grocery Store Simulator and Supermarket Together and all these other games or whatever. I'm starting to really kind of build a perspective as to how these simulation games work and what really draws you to each one, which kind of led me to really wanting to break down how I really felt about these two games, since they seem to be the main two games right now that people are kind of raving about. I don't really know personally how big these games are in the grander scheme of things. Maybe there are other simulation games that are much bigger, but I do know that these are the most talked about, at least in my sphere. So I just want to give my general opinions now, playing both of them. And I think that they both obviously have their appeal, depending on what you're looking for as far as gameplay is concerned. The loop for Supermarket Simulator is pretty addictive. The way that you progress through the game, the idea of watching your store and your storage and your stock go up over time, that kind of gradual build up, is very satisfying. I think that a lot of people were really drawn to that because you start from literally nothing, just like 2 shelves and a cash register and maybe 6 products to start off with, I believe, and then you just kind of work your way up. It's really easy to get kind of caught up in that feedback loop, and it's had its share of problems. The customers and employees and stuff were having all types of glitches and issues, but after a lot of patch fixes and stuff, the game at this point is looking in pretty good shape. Most people seem to be fairly happy with it, give or take some issues with creative decisions that they've changed, or their kind of feud currently with the mod scene seems to be a little point of contention. But otherwise, so far so good when it comes to Supermarket Simulator. And I can never really explain what always brings me back to this game, but there's something so relaxing about it. There's just this kind of chill, sit back, constantly making progress type of game that just feels good. And that's how it started for me. But as I started playing Supermarket Simulator more and more, I began to get this really kind of intense feeling of and that started to bother me, which kind of pushed me towards mods, because there was a ton of things in this game that were extremely inconvenient and made the gameplay loop very, very tedious, to the point to where I felt like if I didn't mod the game, I wouldn't even want to play it anymore, because beyond the first, I don't know, maybe 50 days in game, things became so tedious and annoying that it just wasn't even really worth it anymore. You spent so much time doing these mundane tasks, and eventually, like I said, with fixes to the employees and stuff like that, that became less of a problem, but it's still very much a problem in the vanilla version of Supermarket Simulator. Now, I haven't played vanilla in a while. It's been a little bit since I've played because I've gotten so hooked to these mods, but I think that's a big point to bring up in the difference between these two games, because now I feel like I cannot play Supermarket Simulator without mods. I feel like I really don't think I would enjoy the game if I played it unmodded, at least not for very long. Like, the beginning of the game is always that interesting, fun loop in the beginning, but once you get to a certain point, the enjoyment falls off for me quite a bit. But I noticed in TCG that is not the case. I have gone, I think I got up to around day 50 again in TCG Simulator, and even though I did end up downloading mods at some point because I needed to showcase them, because that's what my channel does now, it never felt to me like it was something I needed to do. And even now, even now that I have mods installed and they are convenient, I could delete them and it wouldn't really matter to me. Like, the gameplay loop wouldn't change on a fundamental level for me in TCG. And I feel like that's pretty big, because when we're talking about the quality of games, I feel like adding mods and stuff to that conversation really muddies the waters. It really kind of turns this into a really unfair conversation, because now the basis of whether or not a game is good is some complete outside factor that only exists due to the shortcomings of a game, usually. You know what I mean? And the existence of abundance of mods in a thriving mod scene can be a good thing because people like mods, but that could also be an indication that the game is just so flawed that people really had to step in and figure out how to make it better. So it's definitely something to consider, and it's something that I've been thinking about lately. And I love Supermarket Simulator. I'm going to continue to play it. I'm going to continue to cover it because it's just my relax, sit back and chill out game. That's what I love to do. But when it comes to games that have a lot of potential on the vanilla side, we're talking no mods, no outside interference, no nothing like that. TCG's got something really special. They have a consistent feedback loop and a consistent goal that you are shooting for throughout the game. And to be honest, when you hit those milestones, you get those new packs that it's time to unlock, you get that card that's super duper expensive or whatever. There is a reward system built into this game that it just feels significantly superior to Supermarket Simulator in almost every meaningful way. It feels like you're working towards something, and that's not to say it doesn't feel that way in Supermarket Simulator, but towards something more tangible. Like, I want to collect all the cards. I want to get these really rare cards. I want to be able to just whatever. There seems to be something you're shooting for. I want to unlock this new pack so I can get access to more cards. But the only thing that Supermarket Simulator really has going for it is just kind of its growth and your creativity as far as the store goes. Unlocking products in Supermarket Simulator is not particularly exciting. It's more stuff to sell, but at the end of the day, especially because the game basically forces you to sell everything in the game and you don't really have a choice, it's not really all that exciting. Once you get a new bundle of stuff, you're going to have to buy more shelves and put it on the shelves, and whether it's profitable or not very profitable, you're still going to have to sell it. And it's just kind of going through the motions. But TCG actually feels like playing a game, if that makes any sense. It feels like you're working towards something. It feels like there's an in-game objective and something to play. But Supermarket Simulator, to me personally, feels like something to distract me. Something I can sit back, turn my brain off for a while and just do, just to keep me at ease. My Zen game. There's nothing really happening. There's nothing really that I'm shooting for, fighting for, working toward. It's just, it's just junk food, So I think if we're talking purely vanilla, if we're going to say game fresh out of the box, you just downloaded it and you're playing both of them, I think TCG definitely has the edge over Supermarket Simulator. That said, Supermarket Simulator does have a ton of mods that alter, change, and sometimes enhance your overall experience of the game, and that could be a huge boon for a lot of people because there's a lot more customization when it comes to that type of stuff, a bit more freedom, and just a more sense of community because all these people are actively coming together to do all these mods and stuff like that or whatever. So at the end of the day, I like them both and I'm glad I have them both. I play them both for different reasons. But if we're talking about vanilla and I had to give a definitive this one wins over that one, I would have to say that TCG Card Shop Simulator is probably the better game. So what do you guys think about that? Do you play both Supermarket Simulator or TCG Simulator? Are there other simulator games that you guys are playing that you find very interesting that you'd like to see me play or try out? Let me know down in the comment section below. And thank you guys for listening. See you guys on the next one.